We are back on another episode of my Barndominium build and also my farm, my family's farm. It's been a few months since the last episode of this Barndominium build and a lot has happened. So let me take you on a quick run through of everything we've done. And when I say we, I mean my parents mainly. They've been out here almost every weekend working all day, getting this thing ready to go. I'll go ahead and start off with the shop because nothing too major has happened with this, no big changes. One thing we did add is rain gutters around the whole thing. It's all ran down, looks really good. Might end up painting that black, but for right now, the white looks really good. Going on the inside, there's just a lot more stuff. I did get a nice washer and dryer courtesy of my sister and brother-in-law. Big thank you to them. It's really dark in here, so there's not much I can show you that we've collected. My parents have been collecting a lot of stuff for their house that's gonna be going right next to my building. Also been collecting a lot of furniture, and my parents got a brand new side-by-side. They got this thing brand new for like $4,000 from Lowe's, which is a really good deal, I think. Runs great. That's pretty much it for in here. It's still really dark, so my plan is to have lights installed this episode. And the one thing you need for lights is electricity. And if you look right here on the outside of my building, we have power. We've had power for a few weeks now. We don't have everything ran for the inside. That's gonna take a while to do. We'll still have to frame up the whole inside before we can do any of that. But I do have a little bit of power ran in there so I can run the lights, but the main power right now is ran to this. And we have a well. You see if the water works? Look at that, so cool. We have lines ran all the way to the shop. We have a couple outlets on the outside. We have one right here, one right by the garage doors, and then we're planning on having one or two along the back of the garage as well. Also have a whole line running to the front of the property so my mom can water all the plants she has. She's growing a lot of plants, a lot of vegetables. Everything is growing really well out here. And most importantly, we have water ran to the sheep. People commenting in the last episode how we're getting water out there. I do have a sibling that lives pretty close by, so we've been going and collecting water from them and then transferring it over here in a tank. We've been doing that for as long as we've had sheep, but now we don't have to do that anymore because we have water. This well system isn't completely set up. We still have to do all the filtration system. That's not super important though. We'll have all that figured out by the time we actually move in and start using the water personally. Making our way out to the sheep farm, we have a few new additions. We have a lot of babies, a couple new adult sheep. I believe we have 16 or 17 sheep right now. Even have a couple babies that were born yesterday. This one's like a month old. These ones are also like a month and a half old. These are actually twins. This one is our oldest baby. This was the first one that was born. It's actually like 2 or 3 months old now. I don't know how old this one is, but it's pretty old. Most of these sheep are still skittish, except for these guys. These ones are actually really sweet. You may also notice we have power out here now. We have a fan for all the sheep along with a light. The summer heat is coming and we want to keep these guys really comfortable. I know that wool probably makes them really hot. There's even more sheep out here underneath the shade. I don't see any out in the field, but the rest are right here. I think these are the 2 newborn sheep right here. Oh no, right here they are. And yeah, you see how tiny these guys are? Yeah, super cute though. I haven't even got to see these guys in person yet because they were just born. And that's the mother of them right there. Hi there. Yeah, these ones are really, really cute. I know. That's the mother of those 2, and I couldn't tell you the mother of the rest of them because they all look pretty similar. I'm sure my mom knows who's with who, but for me, they all look pretty similar. Got water all hooked up for them. That's all good and ready to go. Everything out here is looking good. Now that we have power out here, it makes it a lot easier. Along with having more sheep, we also have 2 kittens out here. Here's one of them. Still a little skittish, but they are taking care of our mice problem and also any future pests we may have. This one's still pretty skittish. I can't get super close to it. And the same thing with the other one. I don't even know where it's at right now. Another big thing that's happened is my parents finally got approved to build their house. They have all the paperwork done. This is the layout where it's gonna be. You can see those sticks right here. I'm not sure if they changed the design layout from the last time I saw it, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be pretty similar. And hopefully they break ground on that next week, so probably be in the same episode. My mom and dad also put a new layer on the driveway. This won't be the final layer. There's still plenty more to do to it. Still haven't decided if we're gonna do stone or asphalt or what we're gonna do for the driveway. Ideally, asphalt would be nice, but stuff's expensive and it's a long driveway. The goal for this episode is I definitely want to get these lights hung up. I ordered a bunch of shop lights from TEMU. These are some high quality lights and they are very affordable. Similar style lights were going for an extra $100 or $200 on Amazon. And these are the exact same lights for a lot cheaper. And I ordered them directly from TEMU. These hanging style lights are the same exact ones I have in my carport back home. Super bright, super easy to hook up. I have 10 of them, and that should be able to light the shop up very nicely. I also ordered some lights just like my Hexagon style lights in my current garage. I'm thinking about installing them over here, kind of by the big door. I think that'll be a cool statement piece. Not sure how much light they're gonna put out, but I think it's gonna look really cool, especially having a car pulled in here. As for the lights, they're not gonna go the whole way because my house is gonna be kind of right here, but I do want to have one up there for the attic space because there's going to be a little bit of storage space above my living quarters, so one light up there will probably light that up pretty nicely. While I'm working, I'm going to be cleaning a lot of this up and organizing it because it's pretty spread out. We're using this as storage at the moment too, so a lot of it's pretty scattered, but I'm going to be cleaning this up as we go along. First thing to do is go ahead and get these lights hung, and then we can start with the wiring. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 10 of these are hung up and installed, ready to be plugged in. Still have to run the wiring. We'll do that here tomorrow or the next day. Installing these didn't take very much time at all. Just drill some holes, put some J-hooks in it, and then it attaches right onto the J-hook. Only issue is this building, once you get up there, it's like 20 degrees hotter at the top. So just keep some water on you if you're gonna do this in the summer in Florida. All these are done and ready to go. Let's go ahead and crack this one open and see what it entails. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what you would call it, maybe like a star pattern, diamond pattern. Maybe clear out this area and put it together right there and then find a place to actually hang it. Probably the fastest I've ever put one together. I've done probably 3 or 4 different brands, and this one definitely the easiest. We'll see if it's as easy to install on the ceiling. Now it's gonna be halfway hanging, so it's gonna be a little bit more tricky, and I might actually wait to get some help before I try to lift this thing up and install it up there. Who knew wiring was so expensive? Expensive. All right, I believe I got everything to wire it all up. Have a plan in my head, just gonna do it. I'm not really sure how to explain it, just make it look good and up to code and make sure there's no fires. All right, fast forward a couple days and I got it done, I think. This did prove to be a little bit more difficult than I expected. The main reason for that is the heat. In Florida right now, it's really hot, and going up this ladder, it's about 20 degrees difference from the bottom to the top. So I can only be up there for about 5 minutes before it's getting really bad. But I got it all done and it looks really good. I think it looks pretty professional. I'm gonna flip this breaker box, flip it on. Should be good. I don't see any fire, so I think we are okay. Box isn't on fire. One of these switches should turn it on. So this switch is definitely gonna be for the design lights, star lights. So that means this one should turn it on. Hey, yes. Whew. All right, let's test this thing out too. I have it plugged in because I tested it before. It should work. Very cool. Nice. All right, we can see in here now. I'm gonna close the door so we can see it completely dark. Pretty dark. Oh yeah. Looks good. can see everything. Those put out quite a bit of light too. I'm gonna hang these up kind of in front of the big door, right in between these lights. I think that'll look good. That's where I have the plug for them. The reason I have these two spaced out so far is because the wall to my house is gonna be right here. So this is just gonna light up the attic space. This right here is probably the hardest wiring I'm gonna have to do. All the rest of this is down low, so it's a lot easier. Climbing up and down this ladder, it's not very fun, especially if you're afraid of heights. Help finally showed up. Cool. Yeah, it looks a lot smaller up there. Whew. It's heavy. It's not a bad looking door, a little old person-ish maybe, but I am planning on painting it and making it look a little bit more modern-esque, maybe. This I paid $100 for, brand new. This one is also brand new, and I only paid $400 for this one. And they both come with the frames and everything, just ready to go. Still have a couple more windows to install. I got this one to install right here. And then I have the living room window or windows I'm gonna install. Still debating if I'm gonna install both of them or just one. Right now I'm thinking just one because that is a lot of windows right there. All right, that window's in, good to go. This one I'm gonna have to take back out because I added trim around it. And this looks so much better. So I'm gonna take this one out, add trim around it, put it back in. But first I'm gonna work on this door. Not too bad. This is my first time ever installing a door, and I did it by myself. So I'd say pretty good. The bottom piece is still a little loose. I need to put some shims down there and then bolt it down to the concrete. Same thing with the top. I'm just kind of over today. So the front is almost complete. All I have left to do is put one window right here and add the trim around that window and the other window right here. I would have started this window today, but I ran out of the trim, so save that for another day, next week, something else. But this door opens and shuts really smoothly. I ordered a handle and a lock, so that comes in today, I think, actually. Just needs a little wash down and maybe a little bit of touch-up paint and then caulk around the whole thing. Same thing with the windows too. I still have to weatherproof all that. Overall, I'm very happy with it, and it's turning out exactly like I wanted to. I threw up a little picture of how I want this front end to look, make it look a little bit more homey. Add an awning above the door, maybe awnings above the windows. Overall, I'm very happy, and it's starting to look like a house. Take a look at the inside. The wall separating the living room and the bedroom will be right here, right where that metal beam is. This is gonna be the wall separating it. Thinking the bed right here, and then maybe dresser and stuff, and then this the entrance into the bathroom. I'm starting to envision it. I think it's gonna look really cool. I was thinking about 2 windows right here, but 1 window would be plenty. Maybe we'll figure out another place to put that. I don't really have any other place in the house to put it, but maybe I can install it somewhere on the garage side, bring some light in there. Let me know in the comments how you think it's turning out so far. I know it doesn't seem like I got a lot done, but this took well over a week of everything I've done pretty much by myself. All these wires ran. I even ran a couple extra wires. Putting the window in, putting the door in, going to get all that stuff, because I had to travel multiple hours to get that door and get the window. Also to get wiring and everything I needed to get this episode done today. Next episode, we'll tackle that window and maybe even the back door and the back window, get all that figured out. But we're at a good point right now, and I can start actually building walls in here. Probably start doing that next episode, but the main thing I want to do is this. Della sent me out an air conditioning unit. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but I have been miserable out here. I need AC in here badly. And it's gonna have 2 units inside of my house. So one is gonna go in the bedroom, probably right here. And the other one is probably gonna go into the living room above this window. I'm thinking that's a good spot for it because all the AC will blow out over to the kitchen, living room, to the back area. And the one in this room will cool off the bedroom, the bathroom, the closet in here. So maybe actually it'll be better to install up here. I'm gonna be taking this apart and installing it with you guys. What I like about this is more of a DIY friendly. Anyone can install this. Only thing you might have to have someone do is install the coolant in it. Might have someone professional come out and do that, but everything else you can install yourself, and I'm gonna be installing myself because I wanna save money and do everything myself and learn as much as I can. I'm learning about the door, I'm learning about the windows, learning what to do. Lots of wiring in this house. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wire up everything, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of it. So I hope you guys are excited to watch the series. I know it's not super exciting. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this style of editing. I know I'm cutting around a lot and not recording a whole lot because it's not super exciting to me to see me screw in a bunch of screws, but let me know. I can definitely record more or just give you guys updates as I go, so. And lastly, I want to thank TEMU for sending me out these lights. They look amazing. They're really bright. We can actually get some work done in here now. They also sent me out that shelf along with the tool holder. All that is very cheap, a lot cheaper than anywhere else you can find it. Links for those are in my description below. Along with the split unit AC system, that is down below. Hopefully the next episode I can start getting the framing up and installing this stuff and hopefully have AC in here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.